rest of my life. I have a car, 2 kids, and a wife. I'll probably be here for the rest of my life. I'm living on the island. When summer comes and winter falls, the island ladies go to shopping malls. Take daddy's credit card and charge it all. They're living on an island. Oh, we're living on Long Island. Oh, you know it's so much fun. I'm living on the island. I'm just basking in the sun.
Hey, Anthony, give me a vodka. Is that your Camaro? It's gorgeous.
You know, I went to high school with Billy Joel. I go to Hamptons on Friday night. I party hard until sunshine bright. Then I'm sitting in traffic on Sunday night. I'm living on an island. Yeah, living on Long Island. Oh, you know it's so much fun. I'm living on the island. I'm not hurting anyone. Ah, let's live.
Hey there, Islanders. If you're going out to the beach, you better get an early start. Traffic is miserable.
Well, I'm coming of age, you know, there's kids trying to get down in Levittown, dancing in the dark in Florida.
Hello.
Hello,
Living on the
everybody.
island.
Oh, we're living on the island. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. The island of Long.
Long Island.
Yeah, the island of Long. Hello.
Hello, you look beautiful tonight. I just have to tell you.
Yes, I
that.
do. Thank you so much.
And we have a
Yes.
fun show.
We have a great show tonight, folks. Great show. We've got Larry Izzo here.
Larry Izzo is in the
And
house.
Let me tell you something. This guy is amazing. He's done so much. He's going to tell you all about it. And I'm so happy that he actually approached me to be on the show because, you know, I get crazy trying to figure out who to put on the show. Who do I get?
She wanted to be the co-host.
I wanted to be the co-host.
She
What was
wanted
I
to do this.
thinking?
And who else is on there?
We have Helene.
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 And she was practicing in the car.
Weiss Witt, who was a New York school teacher, gone comedian.
Been a comedian for a long
Yeah,
time
she
now.
has been. I never knew her as a school teacher.
No, me neither.
No,
She
but
if I did, she probably would have failed me.
oh yeah, she would have gave you the ruler, baby. You would have got that.
We'll find out all about them. Both
Yes,
of them.
we will. So,
And
what did we do this?
What did you
weekend?
do this
What did I
during
do?
the past 2 weeks?
What did I do the past 2 weeks?
Yeah.
We lived together.
What
did I
we
do
did
then?
was we actually went to 2 awesome comedy shows.
We did.
We went to two awesome-
great shows.
2 great shows. One was in the Giggle Room at Governor's in
Governor's Comedy
Levittown.
Club. Yep.
And it was Sean Brown.
Produced the
Brown
show.
produced this great show. He was a fun MC. Our friend and guest, Mezzy D, who's been on the show
Yes. And
several
Maisie's
times.
going to also co-host the show while I take a break once in a while.
Yeah, if Nancy takes a break, Mezzy's going to be my co-host.
Yeah, I think she's perfect. Well, for other reasons, I think she's perfect. Anyway, and Ivy Fields,
Ivory Fields.
who was
and-
supposed to come on the show, but then he got a gig for Tuesday nights in the city, so we're kind of waiting until it straightens
He
out.
knows, yeah.
That he's welcome anytime, you know. We'll figure it
I
out.
have to say, Nancy's done a great job. We're booked pretty much until December. Through
we're
November, right?
Pretty much to the first of the year, quite honestly.
We only do the show twice a month.
Yeah, we only do it twice a month, and we generally have 2 guests on. And then if somebody can't come for whatever reason, I have a list that I call from the top down and see if they can make it. So we're pretty
Yeah.
good. You know, I can't complain about that. And every guest is just fantastic.
Yes, every
You know.
show is one show's better than the next.
And actually,
And
the
tonight-
last, what are we up to for viewers for the last show?
I believe,
it's close to 2,000 now, right?
Yeah, 1.7, 1,700 views on Facebook.
Yeah, on Facebook.
I don't know on.
And people have
on
to
other
go
channels.
to YouTube. We have a YouTube channel that's the Gagootz Show, and Benny does get around to putting
I'm
up the
going
show.
to revamp it. I'm gonna be on vacation the end of this month, and I'm gonna revamp the website so that
that's
it'll
what we
have
need, a
all
website.
new. We have a website, but it's got.
Okay.
If you go on the Gagootz Show website now, you'll see a lot of old shows, including the one thing I like is the interview with Jack Simmons, who wrote our theme song,
Oh,
Living on the
yeah.
Island.
Yeah.
Living on the Island, and I actually have a clip of Jack performing the song
On the show.
on the show back 10 years ago.
Yeah, we should definitely.
So that'll always be
yeah,
on.
you got to
there.
work
can
on
find-
that.
Yeah,
Definitely work
but,
on that.
because that's our theme song. I'll tell the quick story of the theme song.
You got
Do we
time.
have time? So, when I first started and people made me an intro and they put songs, YouTube will tell you that the song you're not qualified. You can't play that song because it's
Right.
copywritten by someone or whatever. And then Jack came on the show, and I had seen Jack many times, and his closer is living on the island, and he would put the lays on him and the sunglasses and
Quite
then
the
I'm living
character.
on the island. And after the song, like after that show was so much fun, I called him up and I said, Jack, can I need your song. I need to have your song as the Gagootz show theme song. And we made a deal. We made a leasing agreement.
Right.
And we made a deal. And now that
He's
Jack has passed
away.
away, I don't know any of the details, but it's like close to 2 years now. So I now own the song. And I want to do right by Jack with the song. And maybe one day...
Time is up. But anyway, we went through a lot of songs and stuff like, and it's great if your show's got a song that you don't have to worry about.
And it fits
And
our
it fits,
show.
and it fits the show because we're doing it on Long Island, blah 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 blah.
Yes.
And so that's perfect.
So
And-
anyway, speaking about on Long Island, tomorrow I believe begins the Long Island Laugh Off.
yes, it does.
The Long Island Laugh Off that Governors is doing in all different clubs. Well, it just so happens that tomorrow at McGuire's in Bohemia, our son, Ryan Rizzuti, is going to be on the Laugh Off tomorrow. And now we're going to show you a little ad for his show tomorrow night.
Little stand up, guys.
Little
There's
stand-up.
still some tickets left.
And then we'll be back with Larry Izzo.
I think.
Let me tell you about myself. My name's Ryan Rizzuti. I'm 30 years old. I'm from Long Island. I love animals. I fucking hate horses. I fucking hate them. If I saw a horse right now, if there was a horse right now, if you were a horse, I'd punch you in the mouth. That was not because you're a lady. But if you were a horse, all bets are off. And I go, oh, Ryan, why do you hate horses? Because have you ever heard a fucking horse apologize for what they did to Christopher Reeve? It's been like 30 fucking years. You think one horse would be like, you know, I'm really sorry. It was kind of fucked up. One of us knocked Superman off the back of us. You know, on behalf of all horses, I'd like to say nay to that. But no, they don't give a fuck about me. They don't give a fuck about you. They care about one thing, fucking sugar cubes. That's all they fucking care about. The day one of you stallions decides to apologize, this day I will ride you. Otherwise, you stay over there on your side of the pond with your giant dick that shames all men. But like fucking... Like, I don't understand. People will be like, oh, Ryan, horses can't talk. Fuck you, I've seen Mr. Ed. Yes, they can. That was in the 60s. That was in black and white. The moon landing was real. That horse could fucking talk. Like, give me a fucking break. Like, fucking, oh, the horse can't talk, blah, blah, blah. Like, fuck you. Shit. Like, fuck, I've seen that movie with Frankie Muniz where he voices the zebra that always wanted to be a racehorse. All the racehorses like, fuck you, Frankie Muniz. We don't like you. Fucking racing strikes. Fuck that movie, too. You guys remember, like, when I was younger, we used to get so many more talking animal movies. Like, we get them a little bit now, but we used to get so many more talking animal movies. Like, my favorites were always the ones where you go see the movie because in all the marketing there'd be all the talking animals, you make your parent go take you to see it, and then you go to see it, and that's one scene. And the rest of the movie is just Cuba Gooding Jr. in the snow with some dogs. I don't give a shit about... I came to see some talking dogs. I don't care that he's a dentist, his dad's white, he's in Alaska. That's not what I came to see. Jesus. I'm sorry, guys, I got off the subject. Fuck horses is where I'm trying to...
Well, that was a good clip.
Oh, you like that?
Let's hope he wins tomorrow night.
Yeah.
Is tomorrow night
I
the
hope so.
finals or?
No,
it's
it's
the
the
first show.
beginning.
It's the beginning.
It's the beginning.
I did that 10 years ago.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I
And
lost.
we're talking with
Anyway,
Larry
we're
Izzo.
talking
by
to
the way.
Larry Izzo over here.
Hi there,
This
folks.
is the guy. Okay.
So you did it 10 years ago?
About
Yeah.
9 years ago. So.
Well, we have a lot of relatives and people going. So I mean,
That's good.
it's-
That's
yeah,
a good thing.
Yeah, I don't think they have that many tickets left. I think there was like 30.
I don't know. I wish them. I hope they sell out.
You know.
They might.
This is good for the summer to get people to the clubs.
Absolutely.
You know.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So it should be fun. But anyway.
Yeah.
About
And
you.
anyway, it's all about you, baby. It's all about you.
That's what my wife says. It's all about me.
I know you just came back from Europe, right?
Oh my God, we had a wonderful time. She did a 4 or 5 day bike tour in France, and I met her in London.
Oh wow.
Oh, so she went over there and
She
did
went over there with her girlfriends, did a girl trip, and did a nice bike tour of 88 miles. Went to different towns, Dijon and all those towns.
Wow.
And she said, "You want to meet me in London?" I said, "Yeah, sure."
Wow.
That's great.
Yeah.
And you met her in London.
And I met her in London. We spent a week in London.
And you didn't ride a bike though.
And I didn't ride a bike. No. I drank a lot of beer, though, I'll tell you
Yeah.
that. Hang a lot of bangers and mash. I love London. It was great. I love Europe. It's, it's such an amazing place. We are so young. But I went to a friend's house years ago in London. The house was built in 1600s. I'm walking, and I'm 5'8", I'm not a big guy. I'm walking, I'm bending through the archways.
Wow.
And because people were shorter back then, and he never fixed it, He was a short guy, too, so, it didn't matter. His whole family was short. They were midgets, actually. But,
So you were in some circus fun house.
exactly.
That's funny.
The crazy house.
That's
But
funny.
it was a good trip.
So how long have you been doing comedy?
About 10 years. About 10 years now. I was an exterminator for 30. Had my own business. I do a lot of comedy with my exterminating. I wrote a song, my friend Richie Scotty, which was the ex-exterminator song. We had a rap video, and I just now made it into a little country song. And I'm having fun doing that on shows and
Oh,
stuff.
that's so cool.
Yeah.
And now I'm adding some, some comedy in between the singing. I did a one-man show years ago. That's how I got the idea. And I sang a little bit, and then I put the guitar down, and then I went back 3 times, and I ended it with a song that my dad used to sing to me when I was
Aw.
a kid. Yeah, it was the same song all the way through. I had people laughing, crying. I had a friend of mine that just seen it, Richie Scotty. He just seen it for the first time.
Oh, wow.
And he gets up and he goes, I said, "Where you going?" He goes, "I can't talk to you right now." Okay, man up,
So you're retired.
I'm retarded, yes. I'm retired, yes.
You're retired.
I shouldn't say that word. We can't say that word. But.
Yeah, no. My father when my father retired, he used to tell everyone he was retarded.
And my father used to
Yeah.
call me retarded. I thought my name was
Yeah.
retarded until I was 4 years old.
And now it's
Now,
inappropriate.
you know
So
what?
did you sell
This
the
is
business?
this is what I'm just gonna say. This is what happens when comedians can't laugh at ourselves
I know.
or society. We're too politically correct. But yes, I did sell the business. I wanted to get out, and 30 years is enough.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
Especially a killing. It's not psychological.
No, but all the chemicals and stuff too.
No, we don't die of that. We die of heart attacks.
Oh,
I didn't know
alright.
one exterminator. I got no one that got hit by a train, and a couple that
Watching
died
you
of
laughing.
stress-related heart attacks. But nobody really do I know that
That
died of cancer from the chemicals.
Oh wow.
Oh,
Right.
because
you
they
know.
probably took precautions.
Well, we didn't know precautions back in the day. When I
that's true.
first started, in the 70s, they give me a wet rag and say, "Go in the building. If your eyes get dilated, run out." Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's like I was a school bus driver for 23 years, and they had no training.
How many kids did you leave behind?
Yeah, none, thank God, none that I know of. But way before I became it, it was just they would like, here's your route, good luck.
Yeah.
You had no training at all.
Well, this is the same thing in pest control. Now you got a guy coming in your house spraying chemicals, wearing a nice uniform. I didn't know what the hell I was doing.
Right.
You know?
And you were wearing the
And
uniform?
I'm wearing a uniform, and I'm
Right.
walking around with DDT powder, and I'm in a stop, and I went into I think it was a vegetable place to do some rodent work in the basement, and I'm downstairs, and an agri-market inspector grabs me, and he says, "What's that pink powder?" And I said, honestly, I'm only working here 2 weeks. I really don't know. I had like 3 days of training with some guy that was half drunk, you know.
There you go.
Please. And they had a motto, you know, like why try the best? Now try the best, you know, please. It was like, might as well kill him with hammers, you know. But anyway.
So what happened with this?
So they brought me back to the office. He told me, you know, leave your car here, get in my car, and he brought me back. He showed me a badge and everything, so I thought the guy was legit. And I was a kid, you know, I was
Right.
like 20-something years old. So I went back to the office, and he had a thing with my boss, and then I told my boss, you straighten this stuff out before I come back here, because I can't. If I don't get proper training, I gotta go, you know.
Right.
So he still didn't properly train me. 6 months later, I started to train myself, but that was the days that you can do that, you know. And then I took all the tests and got all the certifications. Had a great business for 30 years, and I loved every minute of it, except
that's great.
for the employee part. But that was the killing was great. To relieve
But-
stress, anger.
But dealing with the people.
But dealing with the people, you know, when you want to get out is when you want the vermin to live and the people the customers to die.
Yes, I
You
do know
You
that.
want to kill them.
Yeah,
Yes,
I
do know.
have a good friend that I'm a machinist.
Oh,
he was a
okay.
machinist, and he got into exterminating business,
Oh, it's great.
and he's now retired.
It's a great business. And people that are lost in their life that don't know what to do, just become an exterminator.
Kill bugs.
I say this in my act. I think if we had more exterminators, we have less mass shootings. You know, there's a commercial they can do. Hi there. No life, no job. Urge to kill everything and everyone around you. Try a career in extermination. All you need is
Look in the camera.
all you need is a thirst to kill and low to no self-esteem. Call 1-800-I-AM-NUTS. I am telling you, that
I
gets a
love
good
that.
laugh every time.
I
and
love it.
It's a good commercial.
Can you say the name of the company?
that I had?
Yeah.
Yeah, I had Champion Exterminators Corporation.
Oh, cool.
It's no longer in existence. I sold the name, but they didn't use the name.
Yeah.
Retarded.
Yeah, I agree.
That's a
yeah.
good
Why
name.
would they not use the name?
That was a good name.
Well, still, they got advertisements out there. Why wouldn't you? Yeah. But anyway,
Yeah, you had
once you leave, it's not yours anymore, and you just have to
That's it.
suck it up. And I stayed on for 3 months, and after a month, I asked them, "You got to release me. I'm gonna kill somebody."
Yeah.
Because you're talking to my customers, you know, and you're down talking to them, and you know, it wasn't
Wasn't
just
good.
wasn't good. And people are calling me. I said, I have to go. I can't. So
So now what about your podcast? You
my
have a
podcast is called The Thrill of the Kill, because we kill in comedy and we also kill in exterminating. And I interview anybody that's killing anything, like if you're killing in cooking or in real estate. So it's not just
get
about
it.
killing, you know?
Okay.
And it's hard to get that many exterminators on your podcast.
So I've made
good.
parts, aircraft parts for like the F-22 and so bombers
really?
and yeah. So
Tell you an interesting story about that.
I could be on your show.
Absolutely, you're going to have you on my show because that's that's interesting. I did a trip. My fiance happened to be very politically connected, and they asked us to go on this trip where the F-22 was being built. I'm telling you, it was an amazing trip. We went to Langley, Dowd, and all these air bases. I was in the Air Force. So it was a thrill for me.
Oh, cool.
We got
thank
on a
you for your service.
KC-135, and we refueled F-14s or F-16s in the air. I
Oh,
don't know which
nice.
ones they were. I couldn't tell the difference.
Wow.
But yeah, and it was, and you actually in the belly refueling them with the guy, and the thing comes out. It was an amazing trip.
Wow.
So that was
Incredible.
something that's.
Oh, that's cool.
That was cool.
And you got to see the.
And I
because-
got to see the operations. Yes.
Yeah, I
Because
never
in
got
the Air
to see
Force, I
one.
was a fuelie. I refueled the planes. That was my job. And then I went to construction. So I used to do heavy duty equipment.
Oh, very cool.
I used to put a lot of helicopter ports down, revampment areas.
Wow.
And so this is a podcast. It's not a video. There's no
It's an
video.
audio podcast. Yes.
Audio
For people that are
podcast.
driving to work and got nothing to
And
do.
how could they get this?
Apple, iTunes.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
The Thrill of the Kill.
Spotify, The Thrill of the Kill podcast. Yes.
Cool. Very cool.
And the cooking show that I have
I
is
knew there was
also, yes, it's called Cooking with Comics. We've been doing that since 2017. Your next guest has been a guest on my show. Benny, we're going to have you because I didn't know. You know what? I'm Italian. This is the first time I learned how to spell Gagootz, all right?
No, that's not the right
not the
spelling.
right
I was going to
No.
say, nobody knows how to spell Gagootz.
No.
Yes, no, it's C-U-C.
Oh, okay.
U-C-Z. And
I.
it could be I or it could be
Yeah.
no. There's like two different vowels
There's
at
two
the
different
end.
ways of
Gagootz,
doing
Like
it.
spell gabagool.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But yeah, that's how you spell it with a C.
right.
But definitely
But-
we'll get you on a cooking show because I
Oh.
saw that. With your
Yeah, I'm Alfredo Gagootz.
Alfredo Gagootz.
He loves the youths.
Funny.
Yeah.
He's
Well,
funny.
All right.
For sure.
Anyway, we're going to cut to a commercial break.
Commercial.
Of
We have our next guest on.
Bob Hope.
Oh,
Bob Hope is
Bob Forgazy Hope is
Bob Forgazy Hope, and we're
making-
going to bring up Helene Witt, and then you'll be back.
Okay.
All right. Hey, it was great talking.
I'm proud to live in this great free country, and I'm proud of our commitment to free speech, and I'm proud of our country's commitment to protecting the rights of its citizens to work and live free from bigotry and violence. That's why I was amazed to discover that many people die each year in anti-gay attacks, and thousands more are left scarred emotionally and physically. Bigotry has no place in this great nation, and violence has no place in this world, but it happens. Prejudice hurts, kills. Please don't be a part of it.
That could be made.
And we're back
with Helene.
with
What's her
Helene Weiss Witt.
Helene Witt is good to
Helene Witt. It's just that's it. Helene Witt. Find her on Facebook.
We're going to Vegas.
She's going. Are you going to Vegas?
Yeah, with you. We're gonna have fun.
Oh, we're going to Vegas. Okay, it seems like I'm always in Vegas. I love
like it.
Vegas. I love Las Vegas. I do very well in Las Vegas.
Yes.
Gambling or
Money-wise.
having fun away from your husband? What do you mean by very
both.
well?
I don't know if I should put one on the top or one on the bottom, but yeah, definitely, both. I go with the girls, The first time I went, we did the whole show thing. I met my niece. The first time I went by myself for my 70th birthday a couple of years ago. And I met my niece there. She lives in Texas. And so we did a lot of shows and stuff. And the next time it was more gambling. But you used to be a school teacher. So how did you get into comedy?
Well, I was walking down the street in San Francisco, 1978. I went there to California to wear flowers in my hair and be a hippie, and everyone was moving out west. So I'm walking down the street, and there was a barker outside the comedy club where Robin Williams used to go, 1978, and he was barking, and he went like this, comedy, 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 and he was wearing a leisure suit. He had his hair slicked back. He said, come in the comedy club. It was the farthest thing from my mind. He said, just come in. He said, stand on the stage, look out, make yourself comfortable. And by the time I left, he signed me up for a writing class, an improv class, and a stand-up class. He was no dummy. He was like a salesman.
Wow.
But Robin Williams used to come in, and then he got shipped to Mork and Mindy.
Wow.
Oh, cool.
So that's how I started.
Oh,
Go
great.
to
one of
San
Robin's-
Francisco, guys.
One of Robin's improv partners was my teacher. Like he was
No
in Robin.
kidding.
So I used to see Robin in his group called Papaya Juice doing improv. You can't imagine it. Well, you can. How good it was.
That must have been
They
amazing.
did voices, and they did that. You'd yell out a director, a producer. They'd say Zeffirelli, and they would do that. They were so advanced in improv.
And that's how you started in comedy.
Yes.
Were you retired as a teacher then, or?
No, I got laid off as a teacher in California. They had cutbacks. School wasn't that important to that state. I don't know. But I worked in an office. And that's when, Benny, I used to sit and type jokes with an Selectric typewriter instead of the old clunker. You
Yeah.
had a Selectric, so I could just sit at my lunch hour and write jokes for someone you don't want me to
Go ahead, mention that
So
name.
Joan River, I sent a query letter. The same guy. It was called a query letter in those days. What does Joan Rivers need jokes about? And it was Elizabeth Taylor, because at that time they needed jokes to fill up her 10 minutes on the Johnny Carson show. So that's how that all happened. The teacher, the same teacher who went comedy, 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 he's the one who said you could send jokes to any of your favorite comics because he did it. He did it a lot. And they had books in the library in those days, Nancy. And he said, go to the book.
Oh, the
that
library
shows-"
doesn't have books anymore?
It's like a little joke because they have computers. It's one of my jokes.
Okay. All right.
You picked up on it. So there was a book with the directory of every famous person's manager. So imagine my excitement when I got a pink envelope that said Joan Rivers, and they said, this is what she needs jokes in. So I spent my lunch hour just thinking and thinking and thinking, and she took 10 of them, and then
Wow,
she told
10
two
of
of them on Johnny Carson that I know of, because we used to tape her every night, and we started to channel, my friend and I would channel her, like how would she, like you walk down the street, what would she say, what would she say, like,
Yeah, I get
that's
it.
what it was like.
And
It's
So
very
you
bad.
wrote
back
two
then-
jokes for that she actually used?
There are two that I have on film
Wow.
that she used, and there's a film showing her telling the joke and me telling about her telling the joke, and it bombed 3 times, and I'm proud that she said it 3 times.
Who cares?
Right.
Who cares if it bombed? She told it. Joan
Thank you.
Rivers. Thank you very much.
So she bought 10 of them.
Yeah, and the others, I don't know. Oh, I signed a contract that said I will never usher the words again. So when she died, I said, she's dead. And my brother said, her lawyer isn't dead. You can't say the other jokes. But he didn't really say that. It's just part of the joke.
All right. Okay.
But they're in her little drawer, maybe. Benny's laughing. I wish I was that funny
I'm
when he
friends
hired
with
me for
Jo-
a show.
I mean, I'm friends with Joan Rivers' daughter, so maybe
Oh,
I
you're
can
friends
find
with her?
out. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Could you ask her if my jokes are in the drawer?
I will.
But I'd have to tell you the joke because they're by subject.
All right. Well,
Oh, Nancy.
in confidence, we'll do that.
If you could do that. Attention, Long Island. This is in confidence.
You know,
I'm making
I'll give you
laugh.
my phone number. We'll text each other, and then when I talk.
You're
to her.
friends with her. Wow. I'm on her Facebook, but not really.
Yeah. No,
Well,
I.
Nancy's friends with everybody.
Yeah. I don't know how I do it. Actually, it just seems to happen. Okay.
Yeah, well,
then
you're very
somebody
friendly,
else.
Nancy. You're very loving. Remember when we saw each other at Bobby Collins?
Yes.
You two
Yes.
were so nice.
Yes, and then
Yes,
I went
we
and
said.
got his books and this and that, and then I put them up on here. And Bobby texted me and said when he comes in November, he's going to come on the show.
He'll go on the railroad from
Yeah.
Manhattan. It'll be easy.
We'll work
Oh.
something out.
We'll
Because
work
there's a
something out.
railroad right there
Yeah. Oh, I'll pick him up.
Yeah.
in Manhattan.
Yeah, I'll go.
Wow.
Yeah.
Nancy.
And she hates driving in Manhattan.
Yeah.
Wow.
For Bobby, I'll do anything.
I think Bobby, it'll be
See
easier.
how they're on a first name basis?
Wow. I think for Bobby, it'd be easier to take the railroad.
Yeah, he
'Cause
would
it's
probably
right
take
here.
the railroad and come out. He
He's
would.
Bobby, and she's Crazy Nancy.
Crazy Nancy.
That
What's
Crazy
the secret
Nancy
of
goes.
your happy marriage?
Who said we're happy?
I'd rather interview you two.
Yeah, do we look happy?
Do we look happy?
Very much
Me,
so.
I could have been a great
sta-
actress.
We
I'm
stayed
telling
friends. We stayed friends.
Oh.
We're friends.
We've always been friends.
We're good friends, and outside of the show, we do things separately. And we both like doing things. Like she likes to go to Vegas, and I like going to concerts. And sometimes the twain meets. And so,
Well, I like concerts too.
Yeah,
Comedy
but
shows and
when she
everything,
went to
but
Vegas-
there's things that he likes that I don't like, and there's things vice versa. So we do together
Yeah, we do
vacations,
together
and
stuff.
separate stuff.
This is the Helene Witt interview show, by the way.
Yes, this is Elaine
Continue.
interviewing us. You know, so I mean that's to keep. I mean we're together 32 years. You know.
Mazel tov, zippin' tov, mazel tov, yay, 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 yay.
I totally agree with that. Being 1/4 Jewish myself, but
You're
yeah,
half Jewish. You're half.
I'm half Jewish. My better half. So
Whoa.
yeah, well, it's true. That's the brain poet. You know. So anyway, back to you because we're not. We have a big show here and we got plenty of time, thank God. All right, so
No,
what
the
have
bell's
you been,
gonna ring soon.
So what have you been doing lately?
Well, there's the bell.
Ignore that.
I
stupid
went
thing.
to England and we were there at the same time, and you won't believe it. I told him I had a sore throat, and he couldn't meet us.
Oh,
Because I
and you
had
were
a sore
both in
throat.
London at the same
Yes,
Oh.
and I went to Paul McCartney's house, and Linda Marcus Smith laid down because there's this much you could look into his driveway, and his car pulled out. He had just seen Taylor Swift the night before. He was on the news, and and there his car pulled out. He
Oh, I
wasn't
didn't know
too
Linda
thrilled.
went with you guys.
Yeah. Oh, that was that was Rome. That was a different trip.
I went to London over
all
30 years ago, and I have pictures in front of.
Abbey Road.
No, not Abbey
Oh,
Road.
sorry.
Freddie Mercury's house.
Wow.
Yeah, I went to the Freddie Mercury tribute concert.
Wow.
I won it on WBAB radio.
Wow.
And I went there, and I swear in the window I saw his ghost holding a cat.
That was a few months before he met me.
Wow.
So it's a few months before he met me.
Yeah,
and,
if I had met Nancy,
I would have got to
she
go.
would have went with me.
I know. Just a
She would have
few
been the
short
one
months.
taking the picture.
Yeah, that's for sure. But anyway, we should go to commercial, bring Larry back.
Yeah, we're going to go to a trailer of a movie that's supposed to be coming out.
Oh, yes. So Teddy Smith, who's a good friend of ours, has been on the show. I interviewed him. Betty interviewed him as well. He's in a movie called the
Wild Girls.
Wild Girls, WILDE, which is be coming out. We'll let you know when. So just going to go to a clip with
We're going to see
Teddy
the trailer.
Smith, the trailer with Teddy Smith.
The only thing we have to fear is fear itself.
Tinsley Wilde and Matty Wilde, now impoverished, are sent off to the wilderness of the Pacific Northwest.
And this is not New York City.
As you have been reminding me for, oh dear Mary, 2,000 miles.
2,851 miles.
Aunt Beatrice?
How are you, darling? Have you settled into the new house?
We haven't seen it yet, dear Auntie. I want to go back.
There's nothing for us to return to.
And we're back.
And we're back. And that was it. A movie coming out with Teddy Smith and a great cast. And it's called The Wild Girls. And it's supposed to be coming out sometime this summer.
Yep.
So
Well, I think there was a. We'll see.
We'll see.
We will keep you informed.
Nancy knows everything.
Nancy knows. I'll let you guys know. Believe
Any
me.
of you men, if you get married, whatever you thought you know, you'll find out you know. You just find that out.
Well, you know
That's a
what?
secret to a good marriage, to admit that and know it.
There you go.
There you have it.
Married twice.
Oh, married twice, yeah.
But I didn't learn it
It didn't
myself.
work for you, did it?
But that theory of surrendering to your wife, I hear that's the secret.
Happy wife, happy life.
That is it exactly. So anyway, now Larry is going to play a little song for us. And Larry's going to... You want to play a little song?
Okay, so this is the Ex-Exterminator song. This is a song that I wrote with Richie Scotti. And we wrote some other parodies too. We're just having a lot of fun with it. And this was a rap song. I actually have a rap video on YouTube with this. And that was quite professionally done, so it was pretty cool. So this is the Ex-Exterminator song, and here we go. Well, I'm the ex-exterminator, bug and rodent terminator. Well, I'm the ex-exterminator, bug and rodent terminator. Well, hasta la vista, baby, oh, see you later. Well, the lights go on, the floor show starts. The roaches run for cover 'cause they know I got the smarts. I'm the dirty bug slayer, the dead spray sprayer. Put your bait in the trap and you better say a prayer. Well, I see a nasty roach running on the floor and I stomp 'em with my boot. They never make it to the door. I don't care if there's one or a pretty hefty bunch. I slap 'em with my shoe, I love the sound of the crunch. I come to your house to get a bite to eat. I hear your mama screaming, Larry, save the white meat. I'm the ex-exterminator, bug and rodent terminator. Well, I'm the ex-exterminator, bug and rodent terminator. We'll say hasta la vista, baby. See you later. Where you talk about your rat, I can. You talk about your rats. Wait a minute, I lost it. Enough about the roaches. Let's talk about the rats. The ones in the city are bigger than cats. Well, you can use the poison. You can use the traps. You wanna kill these suckers, you need baseball bats. Well, they know on concrete that they find on the street. If they're stuck on a glue board, they'll bite off their feet. Don't trap them in a corner, they'll go for your throat. And if they bite your jugular, that's all she wrote. 'Cause I'm the ex-exterminator, bug and rodent terminator. Well, I'm the ex-exterminator, bug and rodent terminator. I said, hasta la vista, baby, won't see you later. There you go, Benny, here we go, wind up. Well, now you talk about your mice, I can kill them with ease. I got the snap traps, all I need is the cheese. Well, mice are not smart, they're actually dumb. They'll stick to a glue board like shoe sticks to gum. Or they steal your food, and they know it's a crime. And they'll scoot through a hole the size of a dime. They travel by senses, their eyesight is poor. They'll bite through the rubber attached to your door. They'll run on your counters and they'll pee on your bread. The best satisfaction is finding them dead. So now if you get infested with any type of vermin, I can kill them all just like Uma Thurman. I'm the best exterminator, bug and rodent terminator. Well, I'm the ex-exterminator, bug and rodent terminator. I said, hasta la vista, baby, see you later.
Wow, fabulous song.
That was really good.
Yeah.
That was really good.
I got a little confused with the mice and the roaches. That's the way it goes.
You know what? Anybody, I mean...
I get a little confused with the roaches,
you could sell
too.
that to somebody that has an exterminator company.
Yeah, well,
and do a
And
commercial.
put a little slide guitar in.
We could do that. We're working on that, too.
Yeah, definitely.
I like
mean,
the word
words.
Thurman because I thought you were going to say vermin.
No, Uma Thurman.
That
That
was
was funny.
perfect. That was perfect.
Kill Bill.
Yep. Yeah, I knew it right away as soon
Yeah.
as you said it, and I'm like, yes, that's
But I
perfect.
thought you were going to say vermin.
That was wonderful.
Thank
So,
you. Do you want to put your guitar down?
No, it's a
No?
comfort
Do
thing.
you want to
now.
hang on to it? Or?
And if I want to strangle somebody, who's got a bigger neck? No, I'm good.
Funny.
that is funny. So, when's your next gig? You have some
I have
stuff
some
coming
things coming up, yeah. Karen Margaret. If you know Karen Margaret,
Yes, I know
she has
Karen.
me in the
up?
show
He
at
does.
Mercado. Coming up. And
Mercado?
I'm going to, it's a restaurant.
In the city?
No, it's here, around here.
Oh, all right.
Around here, like
Long
around the
Island?
studio?
Around
the bar?
Massapequa, maybe?
Oh,
Yeah.
all right.
I was going to be certain of, before I said it, but it's Mercado, and
Okay.
it's August 16th, and they have dinner there and a
cool.
show. And then I'm going to be at the in Uncasville at the casino. It's called Comics, the comedy club, and I'm going to host it.
And where is this?
That's in
Catskills.
Uncasville, Connecticut, at the casino called Mohegan Sun.
Oh, get
It's a
out of
big
here.
Oh,
comedy
Mohegan Sun. I was just there, honey.
Oh,
Yeah,
did
we
you
were
go to the
just there.
comedy room? It's Comics.
Well, we ate at the
We ate-
restaurant by the comics by the
And they have a
right.
one of those
Yes.
Broncos.
Well, yes.
Yeah,
we
we
were
ate there.
You ate there, yeah.
We were there Father's Day weekend. We
Wow.
went to see a concert.
Did you see how
there.
big the comic room is? It's huge.
I've seen it. I didn't show him.
It's
but
just
I've
so
seen
big.
it. Yeah.
And then I'm gonna August 2nd at 10 p.m. in Manhattan. I'm gonna be hosting at Broadway Comedy Club upstairs for Charlie Paquette's show.
Oh, that should be good.
Yeah, cool.
That should
I
be
have
good.
things coming up.
Good. What about you, Larry? You have anything coming
I'm
up?
taking the summer off. I'm going to produce some shows after the summer. I'm looking for some venues now, and but I'm working on the cooking show and the podcast.
And that cooking show is a video show.
That is a video show.
But he has live people.
And
live
sometimes,
audience.
sometimes I do.
Yeah,
and
you were
sometimes
actually
I
alive
don't.
on that show.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was. Well, not according to the audience.
Well, people in the audience, and they get to eat at his house.
Yeah, we usually
Oh, yeah, I
sometimes
saw
we
that
do.
afterwards. Sometimes
we do it where we have an audience, and sometimes we do it where we don't.
How big is your house?
It's huge. No, it's only it's the first level of a split, but they
Okay.
opened it up, so I have a nice kitchen.
Big area for the.
And the
yeah.
people could go out in the terrace and have drinks and chips before the meal.
But we'll have you. We'll have you.
Oh,
on,
I'm coming.
and please come.
I'm big. I'm
We'll
gonna be
talk.
there.
Yeah, we'll
Drinks
talk.
You know,
and
we'll definitely
chips.
talk.
Yeah,
Yeah, we
the
have
drinks
chips.
and
We have
chips.
drinks.
And chips, wow.
I'm
Once
excited
in a
about
while,
the
I'll give you a
chips.
cracker.
But then you eat whatever they cooked.
Well, sometimes, like,
Depends on what you're making.
I don't want to say who my last guest was. Well, I can tell you who my last guest was. Peter Bells.
Oh, I know Peter. We know Peter
Yes,
very
Peter
well.
was great, and he made a dish, but I don't want to say it because I want people to watch the show.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Okay.
But,
Oh, it hasn't aired yet.
It hasn't aired yet. It's probably going to air. Peter's episode is probably going to air around the 20th of this month.
All right,
You
good.
know.
So I'll promote it. So send me the
Thank you
stuff
so
I
much.
can
I
promote
appreciate that.
I want
Yeah.
to say something special about his show.
Go
He
ahead.
has an editor who edits it down after it's done. That takes a lot and it costs a lot.
It does.
Well,
So
we
you
don't
have
an
someone who edits it. We're live.
We're live. We can't
We're
edit.
live,
We
baby.
can't edit.
We can't
We
edit,
can-
but
because we're live.
sometimes we run over. You know, we run the show.
Yeah,
'cause
we
of
don't
the
run
volume,
over.
and that's
Yeah,
what
oh, yeah.
happens.
Okay.
So, yeah, it's edited, and then we just take the funny parts, and then we'll use it as a roll. You know.
That's great.
He does
Yeah.
it all for himself. There's no financial benefit. He's just a good
Well,
guy.
we're trying to get some sponsors now because now you're getting some more views, and I just hired a social media person, so hopefully that works out well.
Oh,
I
good for
have
you.
a sponsor for you.
Do you?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll talk.
Key Fitz, you out there? You're gonna be sponsoring his show.
Yay, Keith Fitz
Keith
and
Fitz.
his knives.
And his knives and his wife who
His
wear
wife
our
has jewelry.
Doesn't he do a comedy show or
Yes,
something?
he does.
He does
Of
comedy.
course.
Yeah.
He sponsors our show also. We just haven't had it aired for a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
But we'll get back to it.
We went to
We'll
Fire
get back to
Island.
him.
My friend's brother is a drag queen, and he had Vicky and I out to perform out there years ago.
What, at the Grove?
At the
Pines or the Grove?
Ice Palace.
The Grove. At the Grove.
You know
There's
better
two.
than
There's
I
two. Yeah, of course.
You just get out
I had
the
a
ferry.
hairdressing show for 17 years.
Oh.
Hairdressing show. I had a hairdressing show. I had a hairdressing
That doesn't help
business.
us.
Way before the bus, I was a hairdresser.
I
Anyway,
used to have hair 17 years ago.
anyway, enough about this
Us too.
beautiful woman over here. You were in Rome. You didn't talk about that.
I didn't talk about it yet. Okay, so you asked me before the show to tell the people at home how that happened.
Yes.
So there was you know how they have these comedy festivals all over. So one of them was called the Clean Comedy Challenge, and it was in Rhode Island. So a bunch of people from Rob Chiaffi, the late Rob Chiaffi's Joke Zoom, all went to Rhode Island together. And one of the guys in the contest said, I have a show in Rome. I'm American, but I live in Rome. Would you like to, all of us, the ones from Long Island, he saw how tight our jokes were because Rob trained us to take out any extra word. So he just liked us, and the ones who could do it, we all went to Rome together. We paid our own way. We didn't get paid, but we had 3 shows with students in a youth hostel and a bar. Kirkpatrick's in Rome. How funny. Kirkpatrick's in Florence. It was an Irish pub.
That's funny.
You're Irish, so that was funny.
Yeah.
So we had 3 shows in Rome.
Did you get paid for the gigs?
No.
We got dinner for the one in the youth hostel. They gave us dinner. No. But it was very nice of him to have us.
It's a very interesting thing to do. I mean, people just don't go over there and do stuff like that. I think that's pretty cool.
And then in England, a friend from Rob's, again, a student from Rob Chiaffi's Zoom, I said, you live in England. She said, I'll put you on my show. And then from that, we went to 2 more shows, and we went to the Gong Show at the Real Comedy Store. And I got gonged because I had laryngitis. I said, you can't gong me. I have a handicap. No fair. But I got gonged. And then Linda Marcus Smith got gonged after 3 minutes and 7 seconds. That's better than most people.
Wow.
You get gonged after 5 minutes.
Oh, I remember the Gong Show from back in the day. That was a funny show. And then I got tired of it, but whatever.
Yeah.
But that's pretty cool.
So I was proud of that Gong Show because it was a real comedy club.
Now, Rob Chaffee had it. What was it called?
It was called Joke Zoom, and it's still going. In fact, at 8 o'clock, we all took it over. But Rob Chaffee had it during the pandemic. It started in March, and it went all the way, and it's still going today.
Yeah, and I have a memorial page for him, too, in case anybody didn't know, that I know there's a lot of people watching right now that are fans of yours. I have a memorial page for Rob on Facebook, so you just put his name on, and memorial will just pop up, and you can join that.
Oh, thank you, Nancy. You were at the funeral.
Yeah.
Yes.
I didn't know you knew Rob.
Yeah, oh, sure.
I didn't even know Rob.
Yeah, no, we know Rob for years.
We know, yeah.
Every day, the men and the women are sad. Every day.
And Tony Landolfi told that story about Rob brought a video camera to his party, and he was asking everybody about their cats, and Nancy was the first person Rob interviewed. Talk about, and he did a video about cats.
That was the first.
Did you know Rob?
No, I did not.
You didn't. Oh,
Great. He was a great guy. I did shows with him, and he was actually a guest on the Gagootz show twice.
He was.
In Deer
I have
Park.
to see that.
In Deer Park,
I'll send it to you. I'll definitely send it to you.
I have a picture of Benny the time I went on the Gagootz show. He bit someone's tushy in the picture. The show I was on.
Yeah, but
Oh,
what else
really?
you want to tell my wife? Yeah.
No, you were there. It was
Tell her
at
when
the end of the
tell
show.
her when I grabbed your boobs.
No. At the end of the show, everyone took
The
funny pictures.
ventriloquist?
No, I think it was Jeannie. I pretended to bite Jeannie's.
I didn't
I think I
He
remember
did
that.
funny things every week, but the show I was on.
Trust me, I'm not worried.
The show I was on, he was biting a tushy make believe.
Make believe, yeah. It was probably Jeannie because I also all my other co-host Nicole. I pretended to bite her too, but a different guest was on that one.
Whatever. He's biting. I don't know. My husband likes to pretend he's biting other women on the butt.
No, that was 10 years ago. I gave that up.
10 years ago, he was younger. He didn't have any hair then either, but he was younger.
She's a
I am
comic.
sweating, boy.
She's a
I
comic.
know it's hot in here,
Yeah.
right? Bubby, do we have air conditioning anywhere in the world here? And there's one right above me.
We need our sponsor to pay the Lilco bill is what we
Yeah,
need.
yeah. Can we get some more sponsors to help us pay for our electric bill over here, people out there?
It's a beautiful studio.
So now,
He did a great job with the studio.
Larry, you're taking a break from performing right now.
No, just if something comes up, I'll do it. But right now I'm not.
So
going
Larry's
after it.
available if anybody
I am
wants
available.
to have him on
Children's
one of their
parties.
shows.
Oh, and
No, I don't
Since
think
you-
he's children's party material.
kidding.
Oh, okay. Because I'm like, no.
all right. Since you're an exterminator,
Yes.
Right now, Long Island is under attack. With
Yes.
these lantern flies. We don't have any
Spotted
pictures of-
lanternflies.
Spotted lantern flies.
Aren't they beautiful though? They are
Well,
incredible.
see, he sent me pictures.
Towards the mid to late summer, you're going to see the colors come out on them. These beautiful
Yellow.
Oh, they
and
won't be
red.
because right now they're black
They're
with
black
white.
and gray. No, they get beautiful. Yeah.
Get out of here.
No, I'm serious.
Yeah,
But they
he
kill
sent
your
me
pla-
pictures.
Well, they kill your plants, they kill your trees, and they're from Asia. They call the hitchhiker, because they hitchhike everywhere they go. They get in cars, That's how they got here from Asia on the containers, on the tractor trailers.
Wow.
From the containers, moving these on the tractor trailers, and
Right.
they hitchhiked their way all over. They were found, I believe, around 2014 in Pennsylvania is when they first discovered.
And nobody's noticed them?
They noticed them, and we knew they were here. The idea is, how to kill them without killing the trees. And, people today, when it comes to pesticides, they don't want, they got pools. You don't want a tree sprayer, tree sprayer being outside your house spraying your neighbor's trees and all that drift going into your pool with your kids or on your lawn.
Right.
So it's kind of difficult. I just think the best way to get rid of them, if they're on trees, is to put this double tape around the tree, the double-sided tape. That'll knock them off or they'll stick to it.
Okay. But for big giant oak trees?
Well, then you call somebody in to do what they got to
Yeah.
do. What I would do is if you see them, and I would definitely recommend you call your local DEC, Department of Environmental Conservation.
I gotta do that
They might be
tomorrow.
interested in where they are and how many other trees are in danger.
All right, now how about
We're in
soapy
trouble.
water spraying?
Soapy water. Dawn is like amazing. So you
Right.
mix a little Dawn in a quart of water. You put an even amount in. You put it in a spray bottle. You spray them. They will go right down.
Now you say an even amount, so an even amount of soap with the water?
Yeah, with the water. You get a quart thing of water or a spray
I
bottle.
bought one of those spray bottles that you could put chemicals or whatever in.
So it's a pump
And
bottle.
it's a pump one.
Yeah, so you mix it. I wouldn't go crazy.
It looks blue.
Yeah, well,
I
then it's
got-
good. If it looks blue, it's
Okay,
good.
it's
you know.
blue.
That's what I said.
He's like the guy that don't read the labels. Yeah.
No,
Yes.
I read
Yeah.
that.
I'll put 5 ounces in instead of
Yeah.
an ounce and a
I'm-
half because
He
it'll
doesn't
kill them
read.
faster.
Listen.
Meanwhile, they go the other way. People never knew that. The more insecticide you use, the bugs, the roaches, their senses go up, they go the other way. But on these bugs, the soapy water works, and if you have time and you want to swat them, they will get tired of you running around after them. They actually tire out. Or you can get a dry vac, a small dry vac, put some soapy water in the dry vac, and vacuum them up.
Now, wouldn't you want a wet vac?
Well, you would want a wet vac. You want a wet vac in the dry vac. You don't want a regular vacuum cleaner.
I have one.
Yeah.
I have it in
A
little
dry vac.
Yeah.
Well, we
Isn't
did
it called a dry vac or was it called a wet vac?
It's a wet,
wet
vac.
back.
It is a wet vac?
Yeah, yeah.
Mine is a wet. You could use
You
it
can
wet or
use it
dry.
either way. It goes
Either
both ways. Right?
It goes both
Mine
ways.
does
Yeah,
too.
it's a
Yeah.
bisexual dry.
I thought it was a dry vac, but I guess it's a wet vac.
So we had them
Hey,
on.
listen. How does suck?
Can't say wet vac either. You know
No,
where that
wait.
goes,
No,
right?
wet vac. Wet vac.
wet vac.
Right? Wet vac or dry vac. Which leads me to this question.
Yes.
How does suck and blow mean the same thing but go in different directions?
Interesting.
So anyway, on our trees, I have these 2 trees as the entrance to the driveway, which
Okay.
are kind of like a weeping willow, but that's not what they're called, and they're in pots, and they terminated them.
They
them.
didn't kill them, but they
The
were.
leaves. They
All right.
These
yellow.
new bugs.
So I
Yeah,
bought neem oil. We're wrapping the show.
right.
I
Okay.
bought this neem oil that it said neem oil.
Okay.
And use that. I sprayed that. It didn't do that good, but the soapy water worked.
Is working
Soapy
better.
water is best, and then you don't want to kill the plant because these insects, when they get on the plant and trees, or any foliage, they stress the plant out. So any other insecticide that you have is going to stress that plant out more. So the soapy water, and it just runs right off. There's no residual.
Is neem oil a?
I don't know.
insecticide?
I wouldn't use.
You
it.
never used neem oil?
I don't think so.
Did you know what it was until I mentioned
I've
it?
heard of it. Yeah, I've
No.
heard of it.
I said
I've
no.
never used it.
I
I've never
said no.
used
And they're on our
pesticide.
fig plants.
We had some pesticides in the professional market with oils, of course, but most of it was water mix.
He heard of Leonard Nimoy.
All right. Anyway, we
I
got
love them.
less than a minute.
Less
so
than a minute.
Where can
Yeah.
we find you?
She already
You could-
said.
Yeah.
I have other shows, but I told you 47 shows.
Okay.
And you know
So
what?
you-
You just
you-
go on Facebook.
And I'll brag some more so I don't have to bring
And
people.
do you have
every-
a special comedy thing on Facebook or just your Facebook page?
Just my page, and I'm working on my new website because Rob made my old one and it's locked.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you can't get.
Everyone who had lobster's lack.
I'll try to figure that out.
You can find my Thrill of the Kill podcast on Spotify, Apple, iTunes.
Very cool.
The cooking show, Cooking with Comics, is on YouTube. We got like 27 episodes up.
Cool.
And
I love it. Cooking with Comics. I love it.
Anyway,
I'm going to promote
and
it
he
like
thought
crazy.
Great
I
show.
wanted to go
It was a
to
great
it.
show with our two wonderful guests,
Thank you
Elaine
for having
Witt
me on.
and Larry Izzo.
And Larry thought of the cooking show before Hollywood thought of theirs. Right?
Bye,
Okay.
guys.
Bye, everyone.
See you in
Thanks for
2
watching.
weeks.
See you in 2 weeks.